Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 BMW X6 xDrive35i Sport Activity Coupe. Before we do that, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2019 BMW X6 may be called a coupe by its makers, marketing wizards, but it's really a 5-passenger midsize SUV with the boxy bit at the back chopped off. The resulting fastback-style SUV, or SAC, Sport Activity Coupe, as BMW likes to call it, isn't as useful as a regular midsize SUV, or whatever it's going to be, or as genuinely as sporty as a fastback sedan, but I still love the BMW X6 for all its quirks. It's got they're showing the numbers for the V8. The 445 horsepower, the 480 pound-feet of torque, and the 0 to 60 time of 4.6 seconds. That's for the xDrive50. We're doing the xDrive35i, right? And we'll talk about why in a little bit, but what do they have to say? Over here, they're just basically saying that you're driving a performance car, even though it's a SUV, sports activity coupe, SAV, whichever way it is. They're letting you know that it's got an aggressive stance, large proportions. It's got a lot of horsepower. But here's the deal. The 35i is no slouch. It makes 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. And for most folks, that is more than adequate horsepower for day-to-day driving. It says surprising agility, muscled momentum. The raw energy of the X6 is balanced by innovative handling and suspension technology that delivers optimized driving dynamics with an 8-speed sport automatic transmission to channel all that power. The result is sporty agility that will take you by surprise. Right. Okay, well, here's the deal. I love BMWs. I do. I've had several BMWs. I think BMWs are great. The MSRP, I just want to cover a couple of things before we move on. We're going to go over this whole overview, learn about the highlights, the performance, the design and packages. We're going to see the models and specs, and then we're going to do the build your own. But before we start to do that, I just want to talk about what's new for 2019. I want to talk about the MSRP range, and I want to just go over some quick pros and cons right after we talk about this powerful statement. It says, when you're behind the wheel of something as bold as the X6, you're not going to pass by unnoticed, meaning that it's very stylish. From the coupe-like roofline to the chiseled profile and optimized 20-inch V-spoke wheels, the Sport Activity Coupe, which is a registered trademark, sends a message of power and prestige. I love the word prestige. How you customize it and how you drive it, well, it's up to you. All right, well, I want to cover that. Let's talk about what's new. What's new for 2019 with this vehicle? Well, more advanced driver safety aids are now standard equipment, and Apple CarPlay is now standard. However, it's a subscription-based service. MSRP range starts at $63,550 on up to $78,300 for the big V8. Part of the reason why I like the 35i is because, hey, these options cost money and you're going to want options on it. So it's going to be an expensive vehicle anyway. And so if you do a 35i with options, then, maybe it's not way up in the nosebleed section as far as price is concerned. Oh, this is attractive, isn't it? Look at the interior. Just beautiful. It says light up the night. Standard dynamic digital instrument cluster changes colors, themes, and content to signify whether you're in comfort, eco pro, or sport driving mode, bathing the dash and console in changing light. Want to set a more compelling mood? Standard ambient lighting uses 3-color LED lights to illuminate the cabin with 9 beautiful light designs. I think that looks great. On the back end of great, let's talk about pros and cons. I have a few pros and I have a few cons. I love the BMW products, all of them, and I love the X6. I think it's a great vehicle. So let's talk about the 3 pros. 1, the engines provide strong acceleration. BMW is known for their performance prowess. Number 2, comfortable and quiet ride this X6 has. And number 3, quality interior with comfortable front seats. Let's look at the next module, and then we'll talk about the cons. Look at that. That's attractive. Look at the lighting, how the lighting goes all the way across into the dashboard right here. Then it picks up right behind the iDrive screen and then comes out the other side. So you've got this nice wraparound effect. And the dashboard certainly looks heavily padded and in leather. So very, very nice. I see a centerpiece. It looks like it's got the Harman Kardon stereo system. I can tell by the color of the speakers in the door. I think. But it looks like it's got a center speaker in here right there as well. So that's interesting. Anyway, define luxury. Eye-catching exterior, breathtaking interior. Outside, the X6 is all about dominance. Inside the cabin, well, it's all about you, it says. Add optional 20-way multi-contour seats, upholster with soft, richly grained leather, or indulge in bicolor interior design package. In a bicolor interior design package featuring exclusive wood and metal trims. Sounds like they've got some new package names. That's what it sounds like to me, because I've never even heard of the bicolor interior design package. Or up above, they were talking about the instrument cluster display. Well, of course they have this new technology as they further develop these cars, right? So cons, I almost completely forgot. We talked about 3 pros. Let's talk about 3 cons before we move on. Number 1, and it all has to do with design, really. Number 1, sloping roofline cuts down on cargo space. Well, duh, that makes sense. Number 2, hard to see out the back. Well, you know, that design causes some blind spots. And number 3, limited rear headroom. But here's the deal. None of that matters. Here's why. If you buy an X6M, none of that's a metric to you more than likely. What do we got here? Know your surroundings. The optional surround view camera system gives you a clear picture of everything around you. Whether you need a bird's eye view to check for safety or make it a precision parking maneuver, your surroundings are shown in sharp relief on the 10.2-inch iDrive touchscreen. That dashboard certainly looks heavily padded, I think, in leather. There's the Harman Kardon. Yeah, I was thinking it was Harman Kardon. I wasn't sure if they did a Burmester or Bang & Olufsen or some high-end audio, but that looks like the Harman Kardon. And it's going to talk about it. So the Harman Kardon sound system, optional on the X635i, and it's standard on the 50. 16 high-quality speakers, 600 watts. I guarantee you, you don't need a sound system above this. That's enough. That's enough for sure. Constant contact. Whether you're on the go around town or far off the beaten path, the optional Wi-Fi hotspot available in the premium package keeps you connected to everything you love. And the wireless charging pocket means your mobile devices are ready to go wherever you stop. Now here's one of the things I really love about BMWs, the iDrive. Now we're up at version 6.0. Says, look at the resolution. The screens. Just sumptuous, isn't it? It is to me. Anyway, I wish it was 82 degrees where I'm at, but it's not. It's chilly. Navigate naturally. The intuitive iDrive interface includes natural language understanding. So you can simply say what you want to do, from finding a destination to choosing a radio station, and let your BMW do the rest. I'd like to see how that works real time, though. Those of you who know me, who subscribe to this channel, who watched any of my videos, and I suggest you do please subscribe and watch my videos. You know I love heads-up display, and this one looks to be like the best one in the business. I mean, for real. I mean, seriously. It says, get vital driving information and see what's coming with the heads-up display. Navigation guidance, collision warnings, your speed and speed limits are projected directly onto the windshield so you can look ahead while keeping your eyes on the road. Looks gorgeous. There's the wireless charging pocket and a Wi-Fi hotspot. Optional charging pocket in the central console provides inductive wireless charging for your compatible smartphone. The onboard Wi-Fi hotspot lets your passengers connect with ease, with 3 gigabytes of data included free for 3 months. If you buy this new. Here's the rear view camera, which is looking really nice. Look at all the details in that camera. Wow, nice. Anyway, watch your 6. The now standard rear view camera lets you keep an eye on everything behind your BMW. Paired with park distance control, it guides you into a perfect parking job every time. Powerful engines, the heart of every X6, and not only the X6, every BMW. The 35i, 6-cylinder, 3-liter, twin-power turbo technology. That does not mean it has a twin turbo. Twin power is something else. Combining high-precision direct fuel injection, double Vanos and Valvetronic variable intake technologies, and a twin scroll turbocharger. Now, it doesn't say two twin turbos. It says a twin scroll turbocharger. The result, turbo lag is virtually eliminated. Torque, it makes its peak torque at 1,300 RPMs. This thing is nice. I mean, it's going to feel sporty is what that means. And then it makes its 300 horsepower. While we're here, we might as well look at the 5-liter. Right? I just want to see what the engine looked like. See, the engine looks different. Reverse flow, 4.4 liter. Same, all has the same stuff. But it has 2 turbochargers now. And 445 horse, 480 pound-feet of torque. Okay? Cool. Let's find out a little bit about performance. Advanced BMW engineering at work, the xDrive, BMW's intelligent all-wheel drive system. Working in tandem with dynamic stability control, BMW's all-wheel drive system monitors the road conditions. Once it senses excess slip, it smartly sends power to the wheel with the surest footing, improving traction and delivering neutral, responsive handling. Then there's dynamic damper control. Instantly adjust your shock absorbers. These are right in here, and then they're also back in there. From their softest to firmest settings, dynamic damper control added as an option or included with the available dynamic handling package allows you to choose a ride that's smooth and comfortable for cruising, or sporty and firm for spirited drives. And then there's the dynamic performance control. Smoothly distributes power between the rear wheels for optimal agility and sporty handling. For instance, when cornering, the outside wheel receives more torque, allowing you to drive into the curves. Weight distribution. Balanced is beautiful. Every BMW is designed with near perfect 50-50 weight distribution. This balanced chassis stays stable and planted in any situation, enables you to maneuver quickly and confidently in emergency situations. Here they're talking about the new standard suite of driving features, or the new suite of standard driving features on the X6. Now that includes a rear view camera, active blind spot detection, active driving assist with lane departure warning, and frontal collision warning for comfort and convenience on every drive. It says, oh, that is an optional Bang & Olufsen system. You see right here above the iDrive where I'm circling? See how that center speaker comes up? That lets you know that that's an upgraded stereo. That is not the Harman Kardon that's being shown. Anyway, I'm always paying attention to stuff like that. All right, lane departure warning. So how's it work? Stay straight. Maintain your lane at higher speeds. This system detects lane markings on roads and highways and issues a warning if you're drifting off course. Active blind spot detection. See this triangle? It'll light up if there's a car in your blind spot. And that's pretty cool. And what will it do? It will notify you before they get too close. Right, gotcha. It is not an active system or anything. Well, it says active blind spot detection uses intelligent sensors to alert you to vehicles approaching from out of your line of sight and notifies you before they get too close. Okay. And lastly, we have frontal collision warning with city collision mitigation. Short range protection. This standard feature warns you about potential collision while traveling at city speeds. If a collision is imminent, the system automatically brakes the vehicle. It just stops. It says, forget it, I'm stopping. Okay, so you can get an X6 in almost every BMW in a couple of flavors. You can either get it in the X line, which we could consider more of a luxury line, right? It says, go rugged. Accentuate your X6 with a 19-inch light alloy Y-spoke wheels, style 595, and exterior trim elements. Bumper add-ons, rocker panels create a satin aluminum appearance. They're sure to impress both on and off-road. So it's more of a luxury design when you get the X line. When you get the M Sport, well, it's sporty. Let's take a look. They should have done it in white so you can see the lines of the car a little bit better, because the black kind of makes a shadow right here where you can't see it. But if you're watching this, you probably already know what a BMW with an M Sport package looks like. Every BMW shares racing DNA with precision-engineered aerodynamic kit, M steering wheel, shadow line exterior trim. What shadow line exterior trim means is, normally you know how the window trim is like chrome? It's all black. All that kind of stuff is black. That's what they mean by shadow line. And your choice of 1920 or 21-inch M double-spoke wheels, your X6 will drive and look like the high-performance machine it is. Hopefully, the 35i will have access to all of those goodies. Okay, featured packages and options. We've read about those packages. What they're showing us right here off the jump is the simplicity tier. I guess that means the cheap stuff. Take control with lane departure warning, active blind spot detection, park distance control, the sport automatic transmission, xenon headlights, heated front seats, eye-catching moonroof, let you live in the moment and let nothing come between you and the road. Here's the deal. That's stripped down. That sounds good, but that's stripped down. You need more than the simplicity tier. That just means I need this to be cheap. That's what that means, and we're not doing that. Under the convenience tier, no more fumbling for keys. Right now you get comfort access keyless entry. Your BMW unlocks at the touch of a finger. Thoughtful additions extended to the cabin with a 1-year all-access subscription to Sirius XM satellite radio. You get a 4-zone climate control. That means each individual occupant can control their heating and AC temperatures. Yeah, and those are features you'll find useful on every drive. And we can get that on the 35i. Yeah, it says it's standard on the X6, on the 50. I'm curious, are all of these going to be standard on the 50? I doubt it. And no, there's our question and answer right there. Premium tier, connected and in control. With the help of parking assistant and the 3D view of the surround view camera, you can squeeze in and out of any spot without scratches or scrapes. Charge a device with the wireless charging pocket or connect to the in-cabin Wi-Fi hotspot. This package enriches the road experience for drivers and passengers. Then the executive tier, illuminate the road ahead with adaptive full LED lights, automatic high beams, experience the Lux soft close automatic doors, rear manual side window shades. This package brings an extra touch of high-level class. Right, and then what's up with the luxury seating package? Ooh, that looks good. That looks good, that two-tone leather. Ooh. And I also see a screen on the back of that seat right there. So anyway, savor every moment with the optional luxury seating package. Front ventilated seats keep driver and front passengers comfortable in any climate, while multi-contour seats are ergonomic perfection for drives of any duration. That can be had on the xDrive35i and the S-Drive. S-Drive just means it's not all-wheel drive. It just means it's two-wheel drive. And they don't mention on the 50, so does that already come included? Not really sure, but we're not worried about that because we're not doing the 50. Let's move on. Of the available configurations, I'd go with the all-wheel drive xDrive35i. The 35i's 6-cylinder engine is sufficiently powered, and not splurging on the 50 frees up money to spend on options. Because if you get the 50, you're going to be knocking on $100,000 for sure. I get the M Sport design package for its sportier look, and the dynamic handling package, which adds adaptive dampers and active roll stabilization. It won't help this SUV's utility deficiency, but it's definitely it'll definitely maximize its sporting potential. So here we go. We can see the xDrive35i. Let's take a look at the standard features and the full specs, and then we'll do the build and price. All right, so let's see some standard features of the xDrive35i. We're going to go through the modules for sure, but I'm not going to read every one of the bullet points. If you want to make sure that you read everything, then I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to download the standard features PDF, and I'll put a link over in the description below. Also, another link that I'll put is if you're in the market for a new car, whether it's this one or otherwise, I did a really great article on my website about how to get a new car for the lowest price. So I'll also, TOO, put a link in the description below. So you can get the standard features, you can get the link over to that article, and also when we get done building this thing, and if you like the way I've built it out, I'll also put the build summary. So there's going to be 3 links, at least 3 links in the description. So your takeaway is, after you watch the video, go down to the description and click some links, okay? Okay, so it has 8-speed automatic transmission. We know about that 3-liter engine, auto stop-start function, and it's got that Eco Pro mode with the driving dynamics control. Under handling, ride, and braking, we've got what? We've got 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. We've got the dynamic stability control, brake fade compensation. You got a whole bunch of little tech stuff in there. Dynamic traction control, dynamic brake control, and then some just standard stuff. Rear-wheel drive. If it's not 4-wheel drive, then I guess it's a rear-wheel drive system, and you have electronic power steering. So for exterior, you've got run-flat tires, right? So 19 by 9s, 225/50s. You got LED fog lights, chrome exhaust, power folding, and heated side mirrors, xenon adaptive headlights with cornering lights. That's cool. Under interior seating and trim, standard is Dakota leather, 14-way power front seats, including 4-way lumbar support, 40-20-40 split folding rear seats, poplar wood, and they throw some floor mats in there too. Let's see, your standard audio system, 9 speakers, 205 watts, HD radio, anti-theft, MP3, CD, radio data system. I'm not even quite sure what RDS is. And you're pre-wired for Sirius XM. Under instrumentation and controls, Apple CarPlay with a 1-year trial. BMW connected services. The iDrive 6.0 system, dynamic digital cluster, rear window defroster, rear window camera, tire pressure monitor, and speed limit info. A lot of stuff. Navigation on the 10.2-inch screen, 200 gigabyte hard drive with a 20 gigabyte hard drive that's just dedicated for storage, or 20 gigabytes of that dedicated for audio files, right? For audio, for music storage. So that's really cool. Up here it says enhanced smartphone connectivity, microphone, USB connections. Under comfort and convenience, what do we have? Power tailgate, engine stop start button, park distance control, a rear seat center armrest, right? Because it's a 4-seater. What else do we have? Locking glove box, privacy glass, storage compartment package includes storage compartment in the rear center armrest. Cargo area items include 2 cargo rails with 4 fastening points, a multi-purpose hook, and a tensioning strap on the left side. Park distance control, I already said that. Rain sensing windshield wipers, power windows with key off operation, one touch opening and closing of the windows. Let's move on to safety and security. Anti-lock brakes. You've got the latch system for your child seats, adaptive brake lights, programmable LED daytime running lights, active front headrests, driver and passenger front airbag supplemental systems, active blind spot detection, BMW remote services, anti-theft alarm, active driving assistance, includes frontal collision warning with city mitigation. We read about that. Impact sensor that activates battery safety terminal disconnect of alternator, fuel pump, and starter from battery. This is if it's going to hit something. That's cool. Lastly, let's look at the warranty. BMW Ultimate Care, 12-year unlimited mileage, rust perforation, 4-year 50,000 new vehicle limited warranty, 4-year unlimited mileage roadside assistance. All right, let's go check. Let's check specs. And I already downloaded this print specification, so this link is over in the description too. So you got at least 4 links down there for all the stuff that you need. Right here, we've got at a glance all our good numbers. Horsepower says 302. Torque is actually 295. So they fudged us on the horsepower and then fudged us on the torque. And now it says the torque is at 1,200 RPMs. And then in their writing, they said 1,300 RPMs. BMW, can I even believe anything you say? Anyway, 8-speed automatic transmission. We don't need to look at the gear ratio. Here's your performance. 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Top speed is 130 miles an hour, right? The top speed limit electronically. Figures and brackets apply to vehicles with increased top speed limiter. All right, if we have an increased top speed limiter, I guess it would be 146. But this vehicle's top speed is going to be 130. Fuel consumption, 20 miles to the gallon in the city. Here it is. An automatic, combined, is 20 miles to the gallon. Automatic is 18 miles to the gallon in the city and 24 miles to the gallon on the highway. You got a 22.5-gallon fuel tank, run flat all-season tires, and we already know you're running on 19.9s, pretty good-sized tires. Here's some exterior dimensions. We got a length of about 193 inches, width 78.3, height 67 inches, curb weight just over 4,500 pounds. And lastly, some interior dimensions. Your headroom is almost 40 inches. Your legroom, front and rear, 40 inches in the front, 35.5 respectively in the back. Your shoulder room is 60.5 up front, a generous 60.5 up front, and it's still generous 57.9 in the back. Cargo capacity is anywhere from 26.6 to almost 60 cubic feet, depending on how you have those seats probably folded down. All right, well, we've gone through this whole thing. Let's do the build and price. Okay, the first thing we need to select is, do we want the M Sport or do we want to stick with the X line? Well, you already know that I want the M Sport. It says maximize your vehicle's athletic pedigree with aggressive features inspired by BMW M cars. This bold look projects a muscular aesthetic that feels at home on any road. You're basically going up another $5,000 right off the jump, but I want it. Okay, so we selected the M Sport, and now we have to do tiers. See, without adding a tier, 70,000. Here's your premium tier, right? And your executive tier. This gives us surround view cameras, USB and Bluetooth, wireless charging, heads-up display, which I really want. The executive tier, you know, yeah, I like this, and yeah, I like the side window shades, and the soft close. You know what? I want both. We're going to select the premium tier and the executive tier. Okay, well, I take that back. You cannot select both tiers. You get one or the other. So we're taking the executive tier, right? I wasn't reading. It includes all the premium features, right? Plus the following 4. So we're going to take the executive tier. Let's do that. All right. Now that takes us over here to choosing colors. We've got 6 standard colors. We got the Alpine White, which I've had a couple of BMWs in that color. We have the Carbon Black Metallic, which has a hint of blue in it. The Black Sapphire Metallic, it's got flake in it. And then, of course, you got your Space Gray. I like that color. The Mineral White Metallic, I like that color as well. And then you have the Flamenco Red Metallic. That looks really sporty. I like that kind of a lot. And then you have individual colors. You have 3 individual colors down here. You have this really not cute black, azurite black, and then you have, what is this? Pearl silver metallic. That's nice. And then what do you have? Ruby black metallic. All right, you know what? I actually like the pearl silver metallic. I think that looks kind of attractive. Now, you know what? I'm going to go with the red. It was either going to be, it was really a kind of a toss-up between the space gray metallic, but I just see so many gray BMWs. And then it was, I'm going to grab the red. And then when I saw this, what color do they call it? Pearl silver metallic, which is actually attractive. You know what? But that red is really calling me. That red is really, really, really calling me. We're going to get the red. It's a $550 option, but I'm not doing this for cost. It's just the color that I wanted. Let's move on to the wheels. All right, so we got options with wheels here. There's a nice shot. Right now, we're sitting on the 19-inch M double-spoke wheels, style 623M, and they have all-season run-flat tires. These bad boys are, these black ones are they're 20s, and they're performance run-flat tires. And then what are these? These are also 20s, all right, but not blacked out. And then these must be the big 21s. Yeah, you know which ones I'm going for. Come on, because here's the deal. These wheels are only $1,500. Never in your whole life will you get a set of 21-inch wheels this nice for $1,500. All right. The moment you own this car and you said, "Oh, I want to go to the accessory department and buy these wheels," they will not cost you $1,500. So if you want good wheels and you want to upgrade your wheels, now is the time to do it, and the cheapest way to do it. So we're going to go with these 21s. Okay, under upholstery, we have some options. We've got our standard colors, and then we have those individual colors. Now, I went with the red. And I want to take a look at this this cognac black bicolor. How is that going to look with the red? I don't know, but this will probably be too red. But let's see what the red interior looks like. The red interior looks really nice. What that makes me want to do is change the color of the exterior, and so that's what we're going to do super fast. I don't want to have a red on red car. I do like the red interior, but I don't want it to be red on red. So I am going to actually go with that pearl silver metallic. It's an individual paint. It's $2,000, but boy, it's going to look beautiful. Beautiful with that red leather. Okay, so we're back to our red leather, and I don't like any of these colors. None of those colors are attractive to me. So let's go over to trims next. All right, what's the deal here? All right, and an individual color. All right, so This is the poplar wood. We know that's the standard trim. Then there's the brushed aluminum. See, it changes right here and then on the doors. The brushed aluminum, actually, with the red, doesn't look bad. Normally, I never like it. How about this? The fine line striped wood is not bad looking. What about the pure textured? And then what about the aluminum hexagon? And then let me go check this out again. Brushed aluminum. The brushed aluminum might be nice. I just wonder how soft it is if it's going to scratch when you rub it with towels. And then you have the black piano finish. And that's just going to show a lot of dust, but not necessarily bad. You know what? We're going to go with the individual. Actually, I like the brushed aluminum. We're going to go with the brushed aluminum. We're going to go with the brushed aluminum look. I think that looks interesting. And yeah, let's move on to packages. All right, there's that seating package. We're not going to worry about that cognac package. The driver assistance plus package. Right, now what packages did I say that we should add? I said that we should add the dynamic handling package, and it's a unique combination of options which result in a handling firmness and superior comfort on bumpy road surfaces. Right, so we're going to get that. It's $3,600, the dynamic handling package. Then they've got the luxury seating package, right? Front ventilated seats. And I don't want multi-contour seats, right? That surround yourself in optimal support and excellent comfort by selecting the 20-way power multi-contour seats. All right, so we want those. Bloop. Now, what does that mean? We are not removing our coral red. So what that means is we are not going to get the luxury seating package today. Okay, and then we're not doing this ivory white. That's just a seating package. What's this driver assistance plus package? It's just $1,200. Active stop and go with driver assist. I'm not really worried about any of that stuff. So we're going to skip over that. Let's move on to options. Well, this is nice. They kind of give us a summary of where we're at. Premium tier, executive tier, and all this. So this is what we have. We have the premium and executive tiers that comes with all of this. So it lets you know everything that you have before you get over to the options. Do I want a leather dashboard? Yep. I want the leather dashboard. Let's actually look at the big picture on that. Elegance added to your cabin environment, right? The leather dashboard. I want the heated rear seats. Now, what do we need to do with that? Add a heated steering wheel? Okay, I'm down for that. Ceramic controls, right? The black ceramic provides a rich custom look, right? I want the ceramic controls. What else? I don't need the merino leather dashboard. It doesn't even have a price option. And then let's keep going back. What about this? We've got all those options. All right, we've got everything selected. Let's back out of it. Not that the goal was to select everything. We just sort of kind of did. I want that Bang & Olufsen high-end stereo, right? The Bang & Olufsen, what does it do? It's going to make this thing sound amazing. 16 speakers. I've always wanted a Beamer with the Bang & Olufsen. It's $4,500. It's an amazing amount of money. But you know what? The deal is, I'm going to go ahead and remove this. The deal is, I think smart money might be on this Harman Kardon. But man, I just really want to check out that Bang & Olufsen. But I think on a car like this, I don't think it's worth $4,500 on an X. You know, on it. Well, X6 is a high-end car, but if it was the X650 or say an X6M, then yeah. But it's the 35i. I think having the Harman Kardon is the way to go. Okay, so we got the heated steering wheel, heated rear seats, leather dashboard, ceramic controls, the Harman Kardon. Do we need night vision with pedestrian detection and the space saver spare? We don't need a space saver spare. We got run flat tires, for crying out loud. I do want the night vision with pedestrian detection, though. You know, if I gave up on the Bang & Olufsen, I'm getting the night vision. I think the night vision stuff is good. Night vision uses state-of-the-art infrared technology combined with black and white imaging to see things before they are visible to the naked eye. Using a thermal imaging camera mounted in the lower air dam, night vision recognizes people, animals, and objects based upon the heat they emit. The warmer the object, the brighter it illuminates on the iDrive display monitor. The pedestrian detection features recognizes and indicates individual pedestrians on or near the roadway at a range of up to 330 feet. The system only works during night hours, and it must be cooler than 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I want it. Select. Well, we can see we're sitting at a cool 88,000 here. Accessories, I don't think we need any coat hangers, performance floor mats. This is all stuff that we could get at the dealer the day we pick up to buy the car. All right, so that said, let's go to the summary. Here we are. This thing looks beautiful, doesn't it? It does. I'm going to go ahead and print off this build real fast before I forget. All right, so let's review this real fast and go ahead and wrap up. So the color, pearl silver metallic. Wheels, the 21-inch. We got the coral red leather, and we decided to go with the brushed aluminum trim. The vehicle started off at just under $66,000. That M Sport kit cost us $4,300, and then we got both the tiers, $2,000 in colors, $1,500 in wheels, which was cheap, and a whole bunch of money in packages, and we're out the door with a destination and handling of just under $90,000. So had this been an xDrive or an X50, who knows where we would have been? Probably over $100,000, I'm sure. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're at the end. If you're still here, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you have any questions about this vehicle, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Take care.